Today with the Rusty Bishop, we're going to be doing the fuel center unit on here. Going to be installing a new access plate, and then we're going to be replacing the unit itself. Okay, going to be doing a little bit of cutting today on the bus. I'm going to go ahead and put in one of these plates. It's going to go right about there. And what that plate does is you can kind of cut out a section here. That plate bolts on the underside, and then it takes the section that you cut out and it acts like a cover over that, and then that allows you to get access to your fuel tank sender unit, which you can see that there is not a lot of room between here and the top of your gas tank, that they are right up against each other. So trying to do any sort of work on the fuel sender is pretty much impossible. So this will help make that work. We're going to try to do this carefully and without actually pulling the engine out or the gas tank out or anything. So let's get to work. So you have your connector here for your engine cover and one over here. So you just count one bump, and it sits on the second bump from the tie down the latch. All right. So I placed it on here. I'm going to go ahead and measure from the inside lip here. We are sitting at about 5.5 inches in. Yep, so it looks like 5.5 inches. So if you just line this flat up here, lay that down, yep, we got 5.5 inches. So 5.5 inches in, just make sure you're straight up and down on your bevels here. And then we're just going to go ahead and mark this. All right. That's roughly where it's going to sit. Let's go get our paper cutout. We can lay that down and help drill our holes. Got my template, got my cutter. I am amazed at how no space is in there. So I'm going to go ahead and spray that down with some simple green, which is not flammable, just to get some moisture in there. I don't want any fumes leaking out and suddenly getting a spark and having a sad day. You can kind of see where I've marked off where the template will sit. You can see that here is your hold down bracket for the engine cover, then one space or one hump, and then this is the one it'll sit on, and it's 5.5 inches in, and there you go. I've already taken my plate. I've made sure that all the holes match up and we're good. So now what I need to do is I'll need to cut the access plate around, which is about a 1/2 inch from this edge right here, 1/2 inch from the outside edge. Time to go get some air and get serious with it. Okay, here's our fuel sender. Original video made in Germany. We have it out. You can see that there's some corrosion along its length. You can kind of see the general shape of it. That would be when it's empty, and that would be when it's full. I can tell why it's not working, and let's see if you can see this too. If you look in the little window, let's see if we can get a decent close-up here. If you look in the window, you can see that inside there normally is a wire that's wrapped neatly around that little board. And as this moves up and down, you can see inside the arm there, moves along that line, and that gives you your amount of resistance. Well, the wire inside, as you can see, is just in shreds. Yep, so we'll need a new sender. Okay, here's the plate you put underneath. You'll notice that this edge has a slight bevel, and this one has an even sharper bevel. Turn it so you can see it. Okay, there's that bevel, and this one, which isn't as strong. So this one goes on the back side. It's paintable when it's dry, so when it's dry I'm going to go ahead and just right over it, clean it up. And with a couple more coats of paint, you can see how we have it all sealed up. Keep that Allen wrench handy in your glove box so you can undo it here at the 4 bolts. Yeah, you can see how nice that looks. Our RTV sealant on there gives us a nice waterproof seal so we don't get fumes in the vehicle or water down into the gas tank area. And a quick little bit of paint and polish. You can see the whole area looks pretty stock. Done with our fuel sender. Down below I'll go ahead and put a link to the website where you can pick one of those up along with instructions in the template. It's a really cool deal. I would say if you're going to go ahead and want to replace your sender without having to pull your transmission, well, having to pull your engine, this is certainly a good alternative. Pretty easy to do, pretty quick. Hope you got something out of this. Thanks. Click the subscribe down below. Hit the bell if you want to see when I throw another new video up. Thanks for stopping by. There. Turned out good. Easy fix.